Right, Susan, with both candidates for president making campaign stops in Michigan this week, they both made big claims on a number of issues.
But were they truthful? Tonight, our Grant Herms is running their claims through the Truth Index.
A lot was said over the past 2 days, but we're going to focus on what each of the candidates said about the state of the pandemic. We'll start with this one from the president about the trends of the virus, which we are rating be careful.
We're rounding the turn. You see what's happening. You see the numbers are plunging.
It's unclear what the president means by rounding the turn. Last month, the director of the CDC said he thinks death rates will drop as cases level out in the southern states. But just a week before that, he said the fall could be the worst ever if people don't take COVID guidance seriously. As for the numbers, well, that also depends on your definition of plunging. But cases have dropped both nationwide and in the state of Michigan since their spikes in July. Here's one from former Vice President Joe Biden's visit Thursday that we're rating true.
Well, experts say that if he had acted just 1 week sooner, 36,000 people would have been saved. If he acted 2 weeks sooner, back in March, 54,000 lives would have been spared in March and April alone.
Biden appears to be quoting a Columbia University study from May and doing a little math. According to the study, nearly 2/3 of all cases and more than half of all deaths at the time would have been prevented had steps been taken sooner in the early days of the pandemic. Here's another from the president.
Before the end of the year, we will have a safe and effective vaccine, and we will defeat the China virus. I have a feeling, by the way, I think the vaccine's going to come very soon.
We're also rating this one be careful because after a stoppage in a high-profile trial in the UK this week and last week, the head of the president's vaccine operations said in an interview it was extremely unlikely a vaccine would be ready by the end of October or soon, but did say he firmly believed the vaccine would be ready by the end of the year. Here's one final one from Joe Biden.
Military COVID infected, 118,984. Military COVID deaths, 6,114.
We're saying it's false. Biden way overstated the numbers here. According to the Department of Defense, only 7 U.S. service members have died from the virus, and cases top 41,000. It does appear Biden mixed up those numbers with the total in Michigan while he was here. Coming up at 6 o'clock, what each of those men said about Michigan automakers. In Detroit, Grant Herms, Local 4.
All right, Grant, we'll see you then. It's a question each of us had to ask ourselves since the stay-at-home order was lifted. How much can we do? What feels safe and what doesn't?
Tonight, one family is sharing their experience with the virus as a cautionary tale for others.